Hello everybody and welcome back to the Straight Outta Cloyne YouTube channel. My name is Joseph Turl and this is yet another pro wrestling vlog. The second one in 2 weeks. What a streak. I'm very excited about this one though. Obviously last week's vlog I was in Dublin for the OTT 10-year anniversary show headlined by WWE Tag Team Champions Finn Balor and JD McDonagh. What an incredible night for Irish wrestling. I consumed a lot of alcohol at that show, not gonna lie. I was a bit out of it. That won't happen on this show, Scout's Honour. But anyways, it was an incredible experience to be in attendance for that show. That entrance that Finn Balor and JD McDonagh made in that main event. Goosebumps. Absolute goosebumps. I was at WrestleMania earlier this year, and I didn't think there was going to be an entrance that would give me as much goosebumps as The Rock's did at WrestleMania Night 1. Finn Balor and JD McDonagh was right up there with it. I mean, the National Stadium in Dublin is considerably smaller than Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, but that small, intimate atmosphere made it even more incredible. It was just amazing to see. I got a bit emotional, as you could probably hear in the vlog. I was actually crying at one stage because obviously I consumed a lot of alcohol, as I say, but what an incredible night it was for not just a scene in such a small country, as I nearly lose my voice. That's becoming a regular theme on this channel. I keep nearly losing my voice. Can you tell that I talk for a living? But anyways, it wasn't just an incredible night because of what a small country Ireland is, and you look at the amount of talent we've produced. It was an incredible night because the Irish wrestling scene is very, very young. I think 2002 was when it really started kicking off. 2001, I'm sure, was when the training schools first started. Your likes of NWA Ireland and obviously Irish Whip Wrestling as well. NWA Ireland, obviously set up by Fergal Devitt, aka Finn Balor, and Paul Tracy. And Irish Whip Wrestling would have been known for where Sheamus would have made his name before getting signed to WWE. But to think that the scene is so young, like 22 years is a very, very young scene when you think about the history of pro wrestling and you compare it to other scenes, even like the UK, which is just alongside us. And to be putting on shows like that, headlined by Irish talent who've made unbelievable careers for themselves already, and you look at the amount of upcoming talent on that show as well, and there's some upcoming talent on this show as well that I'm going to be refereeing today. It's insane, and it just kind of got to me. And the fact that I have a small role to play in shows like today, it really, really just makes me so proud. Wrestling is something that I've always kind of described it as the best kept secret in Ireland because the scene is booming at the moment. But if you're not a pro wrestling fan, I feel like you don't hear about it enough. And hopefully that'll change over the next few years and people might start giving wrestling more of a chance. There's always been a scrutiny attached to pro wrestling's name. People love to use the F word. There's so much more to wrestling than just putting on fake fights. There's so much more to it. And to see how much it's grown in this small nation never fails to amaze me. And yeah, as I say, just really, really proud to be even just a small part of it. But not only will I be refereeing that show today, I will be in attendance tomorrow in the Three Arena back in Dublin for a WWE live event, which at the moment is being headlined by Cody Rhodes and Solo Sikoa in a street fight for the undisputed title. But of course, card subject to change, although I feel like if any match is not going to change, it's probably that one. Because Crown Jewel is on tonight as well, at the time of recording, which is in Saudi Arabia. So, pretty long flight for some of the wrestlers having to go from Saudi Arabia to Dublin. So, yeah, that jet lag is probably going to be an absolute nightmare. But me, my mother, and my two siblings are going up to that show. I brought them to their very first show last year in June, which was an incredible experience. They're becoming huge wrestling fans as well, which is great to see. So I'm going to include that in this vlog as well. So you get two shows for the price of one, and I'm very, very much looking forward to it. Now, obviously the RCW show is first, and I just mentioned there that I would show you the card. Let's just say there's a few bangers on this show, so without further ado, let me show you the card for tonight. Promises to be a great night of wrestling, and I can't wait for it. Yes, my hair is wet. I'm just out of the shower. Leave me be. But anyways, last week as well, I did ask you to send in some questions over on my Instagram at JoeTurlSOC, and I wanted them to be wrestling related that I could answer on the vlogs. I forgot to do it last week. I apologise. There was only a few questions that had come in then, so I'll answer a few of them on this vlog right here, right now. So the first question I got was, who is the wrestler that takes the piss out of me the most? I think it's Luke Barry telling you to do the twirl. Well, that's a lovely question to get. Thank you very much for that. I'd like to think that the wrestlers have a bit of respect for the person who is officiating their matches. But yes, Luke is quite the prankster. So for those of you that don't know, of course, my surname is Turl. I hope you know that part already. But at the start of every show, ring announcer / former wrestler / Cork Hall of Famer, I think the very first Hall of Famer in Cork as well, Luke Barry, formerly known as Marion Armstrong, likes to say, Joseph, give us a twirl, which for some reason the crowd have caught on to, which I'm both delighted and upset about. This ended up having me do a spinneroonie at the last show, which before that show I had a very bad back, so you can imagine how stressed I was trying to get down to do the spinneroonie. But no, listen, I've got a great rapport with a lot of the wrestlers. Like, I don't want to break character too much here, but there are a few people in that locker room who have probably kept me in the scene longer than I anticipated. I won't go into too much detail right now. This is probably for another video. But there was one or two occasions where I thought I was going to step away from wrestling. There was just a few things going on. Nothing necessarily to do with wrestling most of the time. But, you know, I'm somebody who, let's just say, gets very stressed on show day. Like, we're a few hours away from the show now. I'm relatively calm at the moment, but the closer we're going to get to the first bell, the more stressed I'm going to be. So there's been a few times that I've nearly stepped away, but I've been talked out of it without anyone actually saying the words, I'm talking you out of it. And those are the people that have kept me in the scene for this long. To mention a few names, Reardon O'Connor, one of my best friends in the business, as much as he is a bit of a rascal in the ring. Matt Schuyler, probably the most underrated wrestler in Ireland, in my opinion. He's somebody who I've got a great relationship with. He's been one of my best friends since the moment I began in the Irish wrestling scene, and he has definitely made me want to stick around a lot longer. My good friend Raven Creed, repping her merch here that I very drunkenly bought off her last week at OTT, but what a t-shirt! Look at that quality. That's class. Free will doesn't really exist. I'll leave you be the judge of that, you viewers. But who else could I thank? I mean, I'm afraid of leaving people out, but obviously one of the main men I have to thank is Billy Bedlam. He was the man who actually gave me the opportunity to be a pro wrestling referee. I don't know if I've ever told this story on here. In fact, actually, I know that I've never told this story on here. But back in 2020, I put up a Facebook post saying that I'm going to be on at least one professional wrestling show in 2020. Put it up on Facebook because apparently that was going to set it in stone. But it gave me the motivation to not back out of it. Being involved in pro wrestling is something that's been a lifelong dream for me. In 2020, I was 22 years old. Not that that's like, you know, old to get into wrestling, but, you know, I think people like LJ Cleary got into pro wrestling, like actually training in pro wrestling when he was in his early teens. You know, you get people like, I'm trying to think of others. I think Neville, who used to be in WWE, and Pac now in AEW. He started at a very young age. You hear all these stories about wrestlers who got into wrestling at a very young age. I was considerably older than them, and I didn't want to have to wait too much longer. And that was when I started training with Phoenix Wrestling. Obviously then, there was a global pandemic, which made me think, okay, probably not going to happen this year. But despite there being a global pandemic and not a lot of wrestling shows happening after March, we did get to have our first show, my first show I should say, of On Lock, Stock and 2 Meters Apart, the very first show I ever refereed. And without Billy Bedlam, I never would have gotten that opportunity. So he's somebody I have to thank. Obviously he's stepping away from wrestling at the moment, so probably going to be seeing a little bit less of him as time goes on. Although he did say he'd still come to the shows, which of course he should be, because without him, Cork Wrestling would not be where it is right now. So those are some of the people I'd have to thank. And there's one guy who I'd love to thank as well, but he plays quite the villain at the RCW shows. So I don't want to ruin the allure there for people, but I'll leave you work that out, whoever you think it is. Another question I got is, what's my favourite type of match to referee? I wouldn't say I have a particular favourite match type. There's definitely certain types of matches that are more chaotic than others, But I love reffing matches that tell a good story. I think your standard one-on-one match can tell just as good a story as a 30-man battle royal. You know what I mean? It really doesn't matter to me. A good match is a good match. And I think something I've really realized over the last few years is that it's not just about the moves. Like, moves are great, and moves can look spectacular, but what story are those moves telling? And I think RCW has done a really good job for that, which I think some bigger indie promotions, not necessarily in Ireland, but, you know, from other indie promotions I see in the States or, you know, anywhere overseas, I don't think a lot of them get that. They want to do the most spectacular moves possible, thinking that that's how they're going to get a bit of traction. But I think in RCW, it's very storytelling focused, and I really, really enjoy that aspect of it. So any match that tells that story, I'm always very, very proud to be a part of, and I'm sure some of those matches will be happening tonight in the Pav in Cork City. And the last question that I will answer for now is there any moment in the ring where you've been absolutely starstruck? Yes. That was when I got to referee an Eric Young match, which was almost a year ago. That'll be a year next month. Eric Young is somebody who is one of the most recognised wrestlers in the world. And I have a very distinct memory of watching one of his entrances in TNA back in 2006 with my younger cousin Alex. And I remember the two of us absolutely howling at the entrance, where he'd block his ears for the pyro, and in this particular entrance he blocked his ears and the pyro didn't go off, and he was like, oh shit, I'm in the clear, this is great. And then as he starts walking down, the pyro goes off and he falls flat in his ass, and we were hysterically laughing. Little did I know that almost 20 years later I was going to be in a ring reffing a world title match that Eric Young was a part of in Cork. That sentence still doesn't sound real. He was very, very helpful before the match. He really gave me very specific instructions on, you know, what to do and where to be. And after the match, he was very complimentary. And even talking about it now makes me tear up a small bit. But that was definitely a moment where I allowed myself to be a little bit starstruck as he was making his entrance. You really have to be laser focused in the ring. There's definitely been one or two moments where I probably haven't been laser focused for different reasons, but that was one of the times where I allowed myself to just get lost in the moment, to appreciate every single minute of that match. And then after the match, all of us were in the ring singing Christmas songs with Eric Young. Now the ring was holding on for dear life. There was definitely a moment where I thought that ring was going to collapse, and I think a few of us thought that, but that's a memory that will live with me forever. And even though, as I've said there's been times where I've nearly stepped away, it's moments like that that keep me there. Big Damo, who's on the show tonight, obviously former WWE superstar. Big Manchester United fan as well. The last show that I was on, actually not the last one, the one before the last show I should say, me and him were having a big conversation about football after his world title match. And it's moments like that that just blow my mind. You know what I mean? These are people I've watched on TV over the years. In WWE, in TNA. And here I am working with them as colleagues on wrestling shows in Cork with the capacity crowd. It just never gets lost on me, and it never will. I love this business so much. As stressed as I can get on show day, I bloody love what I'm able to do. We've got a great scene here in Cork. As I said, the Irish scene is booming at the moment, and Cork is playing a huge role in that, and it's an absolute pleasure to be a part of.
And off we go.
Right, hello everybody. It is very, very dark at the moment, as you can see. I've literally got no lights around me here. This is the lovely scenery we have here in Cloyne. But I did just want to get on here and talk a little bit about the show. What a night. What a night of wrestling. It was absolutely incredible. Sorry, I'm going to see if I can turn on my flashlight here because I can't see shit at the moment. Right, sorry about that. My flashlight wasn't working. But another great night of wrestling in Cork, in the Pav. And honestly, it never fails to amaze me how brilliant these shows are. It really doesn't. Wow, that's all I can say. It's a bit of a new era in RCW at the moment. The ownership is changing a little bit. And to say it was a seamless transition tonight is the understatement of the year. Although there was one weird thing that kept happening. And to any of you who are at the show, please explain this to me, because I was very, very confused. So, let me take off the glasses because it's getting serious. There was people in the crowd who kept calling me Referee Martinez. Why? I don't understand the reference. I'm far from Hispanic, as you can probably see and hear. And I just don't get it. What was the reference? If it was something to do with Lissandro Martinez, then I'll gladly take it. Me and him are both quite small, but, you know, feisty. But yeah, I just thought that was a little bit weird. But anyways, a great night of wrestling. I really, really enjoyed it. From top to bottom, the card was sensational. Got the absolute shit beat out of me in the main event though, so still recovering from that. But yeah, if you're a wrestling fan, and whether you're from Cork or if you're around Cork or whatever, you need to get down to see RCW. You really, really do. Obviously it's biased for me to say it because I'm the referee, but you're going to see some quality matches with some of the best talent around. Can't recommend it enough. Great night of wrestling here in Cork, and looking forward to a great night of wrestling and sports entertainment tomorrow in Dublin. Sorry, there actually was one more thing I wanted to talk about. 13 years ago today, which at the time of recording is the 2nd of November even, I was at a WWE house show in what was then called the O2, what's now called the 3 Arena. And Mick Foley returned that night, which was pretty sensational. So pretty I said it twice. If you told me then that 13 years later, to the day, I would be refereeing a pro wrestling show for the umpteenth time in front of my hometown crowd with former WWE talent on the show, I never would have believed it. There's a big reason why you need to chase your dreams. If I can do it, anybody can, trust me. Oh, and here we are again, the morning after the night before. And again, I'm just out of the shower, so ignore the wet hair. But what a great night, as I say, last night at RCW. Very, very much looking forward to going to a WWE house show again today. I have been to more house shows than I think I've been to any other event. My very first WWE live event was back in 2005 in the RDS Arena. The main event that night was John Cena versus Kurt Angle versus JBL with Stone Cold Steve Austin as the special guest referee for the WWE title. What a main event for a first ever show. Eddie Guerrero wrestled Rey Mysterio that night, and that was only a few months before Eddie tragically passed. My flash has just randomly come on there, that gave me a fright. What other matches happened that night? Big Show wrestled Carlito, I remember that match. The first match I ever saw, ever live in person was Paul London versus, I believe, Billy Kidman. I'm sure it was the first match of that show, which is pretty crazy to think. And speaking of Paul London, he will be at the next RCW show. So yeah, if you're around, go check that out. And that's pretty crazy as well, I've just realised that. He was in the first wrestling match I ever saw live in person. And next month, I'll be refereeing one of his matches. How cool is that? Sorry, just a bit of a humble brag there. But yeah, no, I'm very much looking forward to the show tonight. Crown Jewel was on last night. I'm not going to lie, I've only seen 2 clips of it. I was very tired when I came home last night and didn't get around to watching it. But I might watch it on the train journey on the way up. But no, I love going up to Dublin for WWE house shows. The 3 Arena has been a staple of these events for years, formerly known as the Point Theatre, then the O2, and now the 3. My siblings, Keris and Sean, last year they went to their very first ever live event, which was absolutely incredible. I've been going to them for years, and to bring my 2 younger siblings to one was a very, very special moment, and I'm very much looking forward to bringing them to another one tonight. Right, so we finally arrived in Dublin after a long train journey. Here's Sean, who's very camera shy. I'm going to do this now because he's going to keep laughing. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Yeah, who are you most excited to see?
Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes. Is he going to win? So let's go.
Oh.
You said no there first.
No, maybe.
Maybe. Okay. Karis is here as well, my sister, but she's in the other room, so we'll get her thoughts in a minute. Right, so Karis has joined us now. Are you looking forward to the show?
Yeah.
Who are you looking forward to seeing the most?
Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes. Everyone's saying Cody Rhodes. What about Bailey?
Yeah.
Do you think she'll beat Nia Jax? I think that's the match anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Excited?
Yeah.
Lovely stuff. Down to the arena there now soon.
Try to get a picture of Patty.
I'll stand over here for a sec.
Yeah, I need there. Can I have my phone?
Yeah, but we're going to walk back.
Finally made it into the arena. Holy crap, lads, the stress to get here. We're in Block G. We went down up to around where Block G was, and we were told, no, you have to go all the way around the other side of the arena. So that's what we did, only to get told, as I burp, I apologise, to come all the way back around. Unbelievable. But thankfully we're here. Packed crowd, quite close to the ring. Let me show you the view from where I am. Not too shabby at all. Not too shabby.
Welcome to WWE Live. We are thrilled to be back here. We are kicking off our tour right here with all of you in Dublin. And we know the WWE Universe is always amazing here. You guys ready to have a good night? Well, we want to hear from each and every one of you, so use that official hashtag WWE Dublin. And I know so many of you already got a head start. So let's check out the board behind me. Oh man, that is the cutest Roman Reigns I have ever seen. Fantastic costume. KJ with a great picture of the ring, as well as Flerman using that hashtag WWE Dublin and a hashtag WWE Dublin. And there's so many exciting things happening here at WWE, including in 2025, Monday Night Raw is heading to Netflix. How about we take a look at what it's all gonna go down? Check it out.
Oh, I thought it said on necklace.
No, WWE here.
No, I thought it said like a necklace.
Sean, I should say. My man, we're going out for a fag. Sean's not smoking, he's a child, relax. But I'm here with Karis. What do you think of the social... I can't speak. What do you think of the show so far, Karis?
Really good.
It's a really good... What was your favourite match?
The first one, Naomi versus...
Tiffany Stratton.
Who?
Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good match. I liked it was a tag match, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins against the Bloodline. If we go like this, might be a bit easier. That was a really good match. There was a triple threat match there. It was LA Knight, Carmelo Hayes, and what's his name, Andrade. Great match, LA Knight retaining the title. Fun night of wrestling so far. Still a few matches to go. Cody and Solo in the main event. Bayley and Nia Jax for the women's title. Very much looking forward to it. Despite the fact that 3 Arena is like a fucking maze at the moment, the show has been fantastic, so it has. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
To WWE Live! The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall.
Yes,
Introducing first, Kid Wilson, announcing Prince, Pretty
Wait! I can hear like a croak in our voice. I don't think it's perfect. We need to warm up. Hey, yes, boy. Oh, yes, boy. Yes, boy. Yes, boy. All right. I'm ready. I feel pretty warm. So once again, we need absolute silence so that we can think and perform. I'm a little nervous. I'm so nervous. All right. 5, 6, 7. Hey! I haven't stretched. Oh, I haven't stretched. Elton, stretch me. Come on, let's make sure you're ready to go. Come on. The worst thing we can have here is a pulled muscle. Oh yeah, that's good. Give me the other one. Go deeper. Hey, and then no laughing, okay? This is very serious. This is very serious. Stretch me. Do you realise how many injuries come from dancing? You would never even know it. All right. Feel good? Deeper. All right. Oh, that's good. Come on. This is the one now. So for the last time, ladies and gentlemen, can we have absolute silence so that we can perform? Don't listen to them, it's about our big moment. It's about our big moment.
Dublin, Ireland. Acknowledge me.
OTC! OTC! OTC!
So here it is, the morning after the night before. WWE Dublin is in the books. Lads, what do you think of the show?
It was really good. Yeah.
Try and get in the camera, I can't see. Is it good?
Yeah.
What do you think of Cody Rhodes' entrance?
It's class.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Cody Rhodes, who's now our friend, because if you didn't see on my social media, you'll see this right now. I know I have a jacket on because we had to re-record the ending because I messed up, sorry. But yeah, that is proof that Cody Rhodes is our friend. I really enjoyed this vlog, enjoyed the one last week as well at OTT. Thankfully this time I'm actually able to remember the shows that I was on, apart from last week for obvious reasons. But if you did enjoy the vlogs, please let me know if you'd like to see more of them. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and we'll talk to you all again soon. Cheers.
Subscribe.